Welcome to a new video in which I will talk to you about something that you might describe as landscape archaeology, or maybe you just want to describe it as something interesting along the way. So if you ever find yourself in Freshford in County Kilkenny and you decide to walk the Loop Walk, or for some reason you decide to drive towards Tullaroan and you drive slowly and not the 80 kilometers per hour permitted, you might notice, going towards Tullaroan, on the right hand side several stiles in the wall, and behind that wall is a little stream. I've made a video about something in that stream earlier. I'll link that in the corner. And you might wonder, or maybe you won't, but if you do wonder, why are all these stiles there? I have asked a local and they have explained to me that these were all access points to the stream for people to fetch water there for their domestic use, for cooking and for washing and what have you. And the locations of the stiles are not random. They were all opposite of houses, and two of the houses still remain. And they're both protected structures. They're both on the National Index of Architectural Heritage. And the other two or three, I think there are actually 5 stiles. I missed one while shooting this video. The other 2 or 3 have been demolished, and one of them not so long ago. It might have been a ruin for a long time before that, but it's still on satellite imagery about 15 to 10 years ago. What you see here is the first edition Ordnance Survey map, which is published in the public domain by the National Library of Scotland. And you can see the 4 houses there, or the 4 homesteads, or whatever you want to call it. And I'll overlay the OpenStreetMap map where you can hopefully see the stiles on. You can always, of course, go into openstreetmap.org and check them out yourself. And you will see that the stiles, 4 out of the 5, correspond with the buildings. There is one extra one where there isn't a building. There might have been before the first edition map, but there is actually still a path visible on the Ordnance Survey map. So maybe it has something to do with that. I'll show them to you in more detail. This is the last one. It's quite narrow. So they're all squeezer stiles, but it looks actually like there used to be a metal bar. So it's kind of a squeezer and a step over, and you can still see the stepping stone going down into the stream and maybe even across. And then opposite in the field, you can see the rubble where the building was demolished. So that's still there. That's still a reminder of what used to be there. That's the first one. The second one I've shown in the other video, so I didn't go near it again. But the only reminder maybe of that there was a house is this lonesome, I think it's an apple tree, which might have stood near the house, because a lot of houses had apple trees and other fruit trees around. There's no other trace whatsoever. The third one then, which is the second from the village, is this one, which is quite collapsed, but I still believe there used to be a stile there, and it's opposite this lovely thatched building, which looked a little bit abandoned. I'm not quite sure. And the last one then is the one that is the entry into the loop walk. You can see the trail marker there, and they've put a wooden bridge across the stream, and you can see the next trail marker where it turns left. And the building opposite this one is also a protected structure, and I've actually written to the National Monument Service yesterday and suggested that they include the stiles in the description, because I think they're part of the ensemble. The house went with the stile because people needed access to the water. I don't know, I haven't heard back yet. But that's it. I just think it's super interesting that something as simple as a stile can tell you so much about the social history of a place, be it to get access to water, be it part of a mass path or an ordinary path. And that's why I think it's important to record the stiles on OpenStreetMap or any other database. And I've also photographed, I think, all of them and uploaded photographs to Wikimedia, so they are all recorded. There's actually a category on Wikimedia, Stiles in County Kilkenny, if you want to check them out. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Slán go fóill.